Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I hope you are doing well. So, we are from Group 1, and now we are going to present our material about classical assumption. But before we come to the presentation, let us introduce myself first. Okay, next.
My name is Putri Melani Hosabila with last digit name 014.
My name is Intan Puspita Dewi with the last three-digit name 025.
My name is Tiken Firliandina, last digit name 043.
And I'm Naila Ikanabila with last digit name 060.
My name is Hanadia Putasatarentias with the last digit name 067.
My name Alicia Salmano Puspita with last digit name 082.
My name is Muhammad Adib Nabil with last digit name 094.
And my name is Lipya Octavia Ramadhani with last digit name 097.
Okay, the next is table of contents. The first one is background, and then normality test, multicollinearity test, and heteroscedasticity test, autocorrelation test, linearity test, and result. And the last one is conclusion. Next.
Okay, so background. In the growing digital era, understanding the relationship between variables in a study becomes very important for effective decision making. This study was conducted to analyze the relationship between various factors affecting TAE using a multiplied linear regression analysis approach to ensure the accuracy and reliability of the analysis result. Various classical assumption tests were conducted as prerequisites for statistical analysis. The regression model or research model used is multiplied linear regression with the equation. Next. Okay, the purpose is to analyze the effect of TKP, TED, TKI, TPB, TSN, and TKW on TAE. The second is to test the feasibility of the regression model through a series of classical assumption tests. The third is to identify factors that have a significant influence on TAE. And the last one is to produce a prediction model that can be used in decision making. Next. And sample and variable. The sample is this test use a sampling method with the following character. Is total sample is 209 respondent, and sampling method is total sampling, and data collecting period is not mentioned in SPSS output, and unit of analysis is individual. And the variable dependent Y is TI, and variable independent X is TKP, TED, TKI, TPB, TSN, and TKW. Next.
Normality test definition. Normality test is a statistical test used to test whether the observed data has a normal distribution or not. Normality tests help researchers determine whether it is necessary to use data transformation techniques or choose non-parametric statistical tests that do not rely on normal distribution. Significance value or p-value. If the p-value is greater than 0.05, the data is considered normally distributed. If the p-value is less than 0.05, the data is considered non-normal. Next. How to do the normality test. The first step is open the selected file and then select open. The second step is change the data view by selecting variable view. Next. The third step is choose analyze, then select regression, then linear. The fourth step is the linear regression will appear, then enter the TAI data for the dependent and select all the data that starts with T and select save. Next. Fifth step, choose unstandardized on residuals. And then the sixth step, choose continue. Next. The seventh step, in the upper right corner of the residuals data has appeared, then select analyze, then select non-parametric test, then select legacy dialogues, then select one sample KS. Then the last step, move to the unstandardized data to the right and click OK. Then the normality test has been complete. Next. How to make normal p-plot. First, open analyze, regression, and linear. Then move the variable x to independent and variable y to independent. Then open the plot and check the test for linearity. Then continue and OK. Next will be continued by my friend.
Okay, the next is multicollinearity test. So multicollinearity test is a test conducted to ascertain whether in a regression model there is intercorrelation or collinearity between independent variables. Intercorrelation is a linear relationship or strong relationship between one independent variable or predictor variable and another predictor variable in a regression model. Intercorrelation can be seen from the correlation coefficient between independent variables, VIF, and tolerance values, eigenvalues, and condition index values, and the standard error values of the beta coefficient or potential regression coefficient. Next. So this is how to do the multicollinearity test. Okay, the first step is the same as in the normality test. You can click File, find the location where you save the document, and click Variable View. Next. Okay, still some in normality test. You can click Scale and then open Analyze, Regression, Linear. Okay, next. But the difference between normality test and multicollinearity test is no need to change the data. Okay, you can click statistics until the table below appears and check mark the collinearity diagnostic. Next. Okay, and the last one is click continue. Okay, and you're done.
Okay, heteroscedasticity test. In definition, heteroscedasticity is used in regression analysis to identify whether the model error variance constant. Some commonly used methods include the Bridge-Pagan test, which examines the relationship between the residual variance and the independent variable. Additionally, with tests over a more general approach with specific assumption about the form of heteroscedasticity. The Goldfeld-Cohen test compares the residual variance between two groups of data prediction. And the example? Okay. It analyzes if the residual appear to spread randomly around the zero line, then there is no heteroscedasticity. However, in there is a curtain pattern, for example, increasing spread. Okay, next. Okay, the last is step make heteroscedasticity and then step 1 in the rest is the set variable, and 2 is the use data is the variable, in the merging engineering expression is the data, and then foundation group is the data in the the making for the foundation and specially variable into ABS, Ashland, and okay, next step 2. In the next step 2, in the press in the rest to step the name. Next. Okay, how to make scatter plot? In the first, open analyze and regression and linear. Then move the variable x to independent and variable y to dependent. Then open the plot and input spread it to y and spread to x. Then and continue and okay. Okay, the next.
Definition autocorrelation test. The autocorrelation test is a statistical analysis used to determine whether there is a correlation between the residual confounding errors in a regression model and the residual value in the previous period. This test is especially important for time series data, where successive observation in time can affect each other. If there is autocorrelation, then the residual value are not independent of each other, which can lead to inefficient estimates and wrong conclusion. Autocorrelation detection. First one, grab method. Plot between residual and time. Plot between the next residual and previous residual. Second, statistical hypothesis testing. Sign test, Durbin-Watson test, Burst-Godfrey test, and ACV test. How to do the autocorrelation test? The first step is to open Analyze, then click the regression section and enter the linear section. The second step, enter the data into the dependence and independent section. The third, goes to the statistics section, check the estimates model fit, and Durbin-Watson section, click continue. And the last step, click OK, then the result will appear. Okay, next will be explained by my partner.
Next, linearity test definition. The linearity test is a procedure used to determine whether two or more variables have a linear relationship or not significantly. The linearity test is usually used as a frequently in correlation or linear regression analysis and can be used to select the regression model to be used. The linearity test can be performed using the Durbin-Watson test, Lagrange multiplier test, or Ramsey test. Next. How to do the linearity test? 1. Prepare data tabulation in Excel, then input data or enter data into SPSS on the data view page. 2. Don't forget to also fill in the page variable view. 3. Next, perform data analysis by selecting the analysis components and mix menu. 4. Enter the independent variable into the layer 1 of 1 column and the dependent variable into the dependent column. Next, select option, check test for linearity, continue, and OK. Next.
And result of all classical assumption tests. Next. Result of all classical test assumption. And the normal p-plot is based on the output. We can see that the plotting points in the figure always follow an approach the diagonal line, therefore as the basis for decision making with lines in the probability plot technique normality test. It can be concluded that the residue value are normal distributed. And normality test is based on the output table. The result residue value is normal distributed because the significant value of data show 0.10, which in the existing provision, if the significant value is more than 0.05, the residue value is normal distributed. And next.
Okay, the next is multicollinearity test. Based on the table, so the TKP, TED, TKI, TPB, TSN, and TKW variables do not occur multicollinearity because if the tolerance value is greater than 0.010 and the VIF value is smaller than 10, there is no multicollinearity. This showed an intercorrelation or strong relationship between the variable TKP, TED, TKI, TPB, TSN, TKW with TEI. Next.
And this is a result scatter plot. The scatter plot shows the distribution of residue that spread randomly around the zero line on the vertical axis. This indicates that the assumption of heteroscedasticity is met and there is no particular pattern indicating abnormality in the distribution. And then the result of heteroscedasticity is based on the output table. We can see that the data for each variable does not show any assumption of heteroscedasticity in the regression model because the significant value is more than 0.05. And next.
Okay, the next is autocorrelation test. Based on the summary models output table, is it known that the Durbin what's shown value is 2.042 with the number of variables 6 and sample data 209. This value is very close to 2, which is the midpoint in the Durbin-Watson test. A value close to 2 indicate the absence of autocorrelation. Next.
And this is a linearity test result. TEI to TKI, there is no significant linear relationship between the variable because the deviation from linearity value of significant is less than 0.05. And next. And TEI to TKP, TED, TPB, and TSN, and TKW, there is significant linear relationship between the variable because the deviation from linearity value of significant is more than 0.05. And next.
Okay, the last is the conclusion. With the results that have been explained and described, it can be concluded that the model to be developed has several weaknesses, especially related to the assumption of normality, multicollinearity, and the heteroscedasticity. However, this model can still provide an overview of the relationship between the variables to be studied. To get more accurate results, we suggest making improvement to the model.
Okay, so that brings me to the end of our presentation. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention. And please apologize if there are any wrong words or action from us. See you later and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.